Hey there, it's Michael. On Fridays, I love sharing a shorter episode with you. Usually, it's a bit of a mindset shift, which today I have something for you, but I also have an announcement. So let me start here, and today I'll ask for your patience as I struggle with a head cold that my dear old dad gave me a few days ago. As the stereotype goes, guys my age, when we go through a midlife crisis, we go off and buy a fancy sports car, we get a hair weave, and for the real douchebags out there, they get some 25-year-old girlfriend. I didn't do any of those. Instead, I decided to create an app. Now, history will say that it may have been cheaper to buy a Lamborghini, but I persisted. I decided to stay with the app. For the past 3 years, I have been pouring my heart and soul into our Pause, Breathe, Reflect app. I wanted it to become a sense of community. I believed it wasn't just about putting meditations on an app and people practicing all by themselves. That's why I offered a lot more than the traditional meditation app. That's why I offered live practices, because something happens when we practice together. Plus, we did some really cool things around digital health, like microdose EQ, that help people scroll less. Less doom scrolling is a good thing, right? And find time for things that bring them more joy. I've asked thousands of people, if you had an extra hour in your day, how would you use it? And most people said that they would spend more time on their health, which is a good thing, or spending more time with friends and family, which is amazing, or getting outside, which is absolutely fantastic. So our app was about all of that. And I made a call early on that I wasn't going to take venture capitalist money or give Zuckerberg more Facebook or Instagram ad revenue, because I'm not really into that dude. And that probably impacted how many people found out about the Pause, Breathe, Reflect app. I bootstrapped the whole thing because I wanted it to be aligned with the values that we hold dear. Values like kindness and compassion and community and belonging. As a practice and as an app, it's changed lives. Heck, it's saved lives. It's done some really remarkable things. This truth is humbling. But this truth is also humbling. I didn't do enough for the app to break even. Each month of the last 3 years and change has been a losing month. Sometimes I joke the next book I write is titled, So, you want to create an app? Because the app world is crazy. It's noisy and it's hard to break through, even when you have something as amazing as the app we developed. Earlier this year, I was about to pull the app from the Apple App Store and Google Play. I thought the universe was trying to tell me something, but I didn't, because we were so close to launching microdose EQ. That's the feature in the app that I mentioned that allows us to block distracting apps and websites so we have more time for things that bring us more joy. I thought it might be the thing that will break through all the clutter. And although it's helped so many people, it just wasn't enough. So I've decided to listen to the universe and make a pivot. So as we head into 2026, Pause, Breathe, Reflect will still be in Apple's App Store and Google Play. The difference is next year, it will be free. And if you already have the app, nothing remarkable will change. You'll still have all the wonderful practices on the app. You'll have a daily practice as well as the ability to block those pesky apps through microdose EQ. You'll have all the wonderful meditation greeting cards that we created and those wonderful shoulder tap notifications that remind you to slow it down and breathe. What is changing is that I'm pausing any work on new features and new meditations, as well as all the different third-party relationships that we have. And our live practices will still happen. They'll just happen through Substack. Because I believe that we still need to show up in this moment, and there's still value in practicing together. Through my Substack, you can join us, and I'll put the link to join in the show notes. And if you already have our app, just reach out, let me know, and I'll give you a promo code so you can join us for our live practices, as well as something I'm adding, a bit of teaching midweek. Teaching and support that can help you move forward with clarity and go through your seasons with more grace, as well as handle the stress and uncertainty of the moment we all share. Plus, I'll share teaching from my practice of mindfulness and gratitude that can help you feel grounded, especially in these times. There's a quote from the greatest hockey player of all time, Wayne Gretzky. He said, "You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take." So I am really grateful that I took this shot in creating the Pause, Breathe, Reflect app. Yes, it didn't work out the way I envisioned, but still, it was so meaningful. It was a shot worth taking, even though I missed the target. There's also a saying that winners never quit, and I don't believe that. I believe that winners know what to quit when. So this year, I've listened to the universe and decided to quit trying to make Pause, Breathe, Reflect into the next Calm app, as an example. The app space is just not my jam. That said, I am so excited to continue to share our Pause, Breathe, Reflect method with the world and with companies that I go out and speak with. Because today, our approach, which is now being backed up by science, our approach of micro meditations throughout the day simply works. And it's the easiest way to weave the practice of mindfulness into our lives. So it becomes the way we live. If you've been part of this life chapter, or should I say, my midlife crisis for one day or every day over the last 3 years, I thank you. I thank you for believing in the practice, in being here. And I know we'll continue to encourage the world and our companies to spend more time, taking a minute, if you will, to pause, take a deep breath or 2 or 3, and reflect. Reflect on how we wish to show up in the world. Reflect on what makes us feel grateful. Because a practice like Pause, Breathe, Reflect, as we know, can change lives and can save lives. So thank you for being here. And I hope you'll continue accessing the app and joining us on Substack for our live practices and teaching as we go forward. And as always, thank you for being part of our Whole Again community. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So take some shots and have the wisdom to know what to quit when. That's how you create a wonderful ripple effect in the world. And if you wish to further enhance your digital health, I'll invite you to take my smartphone wellness check. And you can access it through the link in the show notes, or you can visit my website, which is michaelobrienshift.com. and it's absolutely free, and it will help you scroll less and live more. And of course, I hope you'll join us here on Whole Again every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and discover how to heal, grow, and become more resilient, and celebrate our scars as golden symbols of strength and resilience. Until then, remember, you can always come back to your breath. You've got this, and we've got you.